Hey everybody, welcome back to the Locator Lounge. My name is Chris, and today we've got the 100 Series Land Cruiser. One of the things that I've been wanting to get fixed up on this truck is the roof rack situation. From my Tacoma back in the day, I had all kinds of roof accessories and stuff, and with the factory style, like aerodynamic crossbars, you can't really mount stuff to it. You always got to do like U-clamps and stuff like that. What always works really nicely is T-track. So I've been trying to figure out how can I attach T-track to my factory rails without having to get an entirely new roof rack system, and I think I've got it figured out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you guys through what I built here, how I'm attaching it to the factory rails, and getting the factory crossbars off the truck. So the only way to get these factory crossbars out of the roof rack on the 100 Series Land Cruiser, because the way that this is mounted in, even if you were to remove this turn knob here all the way, it's still not going to come out because it's actually bound into the track. So to get it off, you actually have to unbolt the roof rack from the roof and then slide it out the end. I don't really want to do that because anytime you break these bolts on the seal, then you've got to reseal everything. You've got cure time. That's just a lot of stuff that I don't want to do. I don't need these. I don't have any plans to use these at all. And so we're just going to cut them off. In order to make cutting these off go a little bit easier and do one less cut, on the bottom, you'll actually see that there's two bolts that lock this into these end cap pieces. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove those so that we can just slide that whole section out. But these kind of feet, these will still be here. So if you guys look here, those are the 2 feet. It is a T25 bit to get those guys out from the bottom. And there is very little room to work at down here, guys. So I'm quite literally just using a T25 bit itself and a 1/4 inch wrench. And 2. And you're just going to repeat that for the other side. And now it's time for power tools. And then, because we removed those bolts holding this on, these guys will now just slide out. And there go our factory crossbars. All right, we've got that front bar off. Let's go ahead and get this second one. I've already got the bolts out of the bottom. You guys can see that this slides. So let's go ahead and cut this other one off. And I might not have said it before, but guys, make sure when you're using power tools, wear some ear pro. You want to be able to hear your cars and all your projects when they're running. So now, if you guys noticed, that time I pushed up from the bottom, and that's because as you're cutting through, as this is pushing down, it's going to pinch on the blade. So, but there is our second crossbar. Gone. So the parts that I used might vary from what you guys use, because again, it just depends on what you're trying to mount to the truck and everything else. But basically, the side rails on the 100 series is like a T-slot. So These are your basic T-slot nuts, common to what you would use on like the truck rail beds on the Tacoma, the Tundra. And then, you know, a bolt for appropriate length. And you're going to press this through here. I am going to have to open up the holes on these because this won't fit. But once this is tied in here, this is what mounts to the rail. So this will go into the rail on the roof rack, and then this will bolt to it. So then here, I'm going to attach this to my T-track crossbars. And then for this, again, you've got some basic T-slot nuts and stuff. This guy will go in here like this. This will be in the track. Like so. And so that's how I'm bolting all of this together. I'll have links to all of the parts that I used, guys, so that you can take a look. But like I said, you'll have to probably spec this to your own unique needs. But this does work on the Land Cruiser rail, and you can drop these in without them having to go into the end. So you can drop these in anywhere. Because the crossbar or the side rails on the truck is so big, you have to like use a magnet or something and hold this up. But I'll show you guys how I get all this put in. Now we've got one side of these holes opened up. This is the side that will be going into the factory side rails. And then that will go into a crossbar. So let's go ahead and let me show you guys how we drop these in and get these on the roof rack. All right, so because there's so many moving parts to this setup, what I'm doing is I'm kind of pre-assembling things. So you guys can see I've already got the T-slot for the track and the smaller nut installed. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide this in. And then we'll tighten it up so it's snug. So that'll still move. But again, just trying to make this a little easier to deal with when I'm up on the truck. So we've got these very loosely installed and in place. And then these guys, those are mounts for an accessory that I'm going to put on once we get this installed. So to get this installed here, I mentioned to you guys that these T-slots, they just drop in. So hopefully you guys can see that, but it just pushes in and drops in, and then I use a hook to get it pulled up to where it's supposed to be. And then you're just going to line this stuff up. and assemble. And now that we've got those in, we can go ahead and tighten up these, but I'm gonna hold off until I get that other side in so that we still have a little bit of play. Now that we've got both sides in, we can get this tightened up. So there is the crossbar fully installed. You guys can see the way that we've got this mounted in. And I mean, this is rock solid. So would I put a rooftop tent on something like this? Absolutely not. But for what I'm doing with a little bit of gear on, this is gonna work out just great. So let's go ahead and get the rest of these crossbars in. And there we have it. We've got 3 low profile crossbars in the factory rack. There's our old feet still in place, and what I'll do is I'll just tighten those down for now. But you guys can see we've got 3 of these T-slots, which supports so many more mounting solutions. I've got a couple of bolts in there already. So let's go ahead and show you guys one of the things I'm installing before I get these tightened down. So this one's still loose, but that's because I need to know where to put it. So what I'm mounting on that side, we've got a Roam box, rooftop cargo box. So store some extra gear, recovery gear, things like that. But this mounts on to those sides. So before I can get the crossbar tightened down, I need to know about where they need to be spaced. So let's go ahead and get this roof box up onto the Land Cruiser. Now, come on, guys. Tell me that doesn't look good. That Roam box fits perfectly up there. The Cruiser is starting to look more capable. So, love the extra storage that I get out of these boxes. I used to have one on the Tacoma, and it was great. So, you guys can probably see the other thing that we've got to get mounted up on the other side. 270 degree awning. This is by Overland Vehicle Systems. I'm sure there's a logo on there somewhere, but these awnings are absolutely amazing. When I sold the Tacoma, I was like, no way, I'm absolutely holding on to that. So let's go ahead and get this last accessory up on the roof rack, and then we are done. So one of the things that's nice about these awnings is the mounting system. So you've got this track, so these mounts can really go anywhere along there. Since my crossbars were kind of a fixed distance, I already measured the width there and then put these in place. So hopefully I'm in the ballpark. Hopefully I'm close. Right on the money. I've got one nut attached. So now I'll get the rest of them on. As you guys can see, I made these unique hinged awning brackets so that the awning isn't always hanging so far off the edge. And you just pull these pins and it allows it to fold back. And there we go, guys. We've got our T-slot crossbars in the factory side rails of the 100 Series Land Cruiser. Got my 270-degree awning, roam box for some extra storage, recovery gear, things like that. And this truck is going to start finally doing some off-road adventures instead of just being the tow rig. Hopefully for the guys that were looking to kind of expand their factory roof rack but not actually replace it, because I'm not really sure what the options are, but this was way inexpensive in comparison. So again, I wouldn't put anything up there like a rooftop tent or anything like that because of how many cobbled together pieces I've got on that. But for holding up some cargo and the awning, this thing is going to do great. So I'm going to put links to all of the different components and stuff that I used. If you guys have any questions, drop them down in the comments. Otherwise, see you guys next time.